We are now joined by owner of True Martial Arts, Matthew Sikora, to talk about his business as well as the inspiration behind it. Matthew, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Hi, Maddie. Thank you so much for having me on.
Matthew, let's first talk a little bit about True Martial Arts and the inspiration behind starting the studio here in West Bloomfield.
Well, I grew up here in Farmington Hills, West Bloomfield area. Very passionate martial artist my entire life. And after graduating business school, this seemed to be the obvious choice for me, was to turn my passion into a business. And it's worked out really well so far. And West Bloomfield has been a really great community to do it in.
And Matthew, let's talk about your background in martial arts. When did you start practicing martial arts, and how long have you been practicing and bringing that into the studio?
Yeah, well, actually, I started when I was 5 years old, so this is year number 30 for me. Like I said, I'm a lifelong martial artist, and you know, it was one of those things where when I was a kid, my mom signed me up because she was looking for something that would help focus my energy and be a positive influence, and it was something that, you know, immediately I latched onto and excelled at, and it's become a lifestyle for me now.
Matthew, for those of our viewers who are not familiar with martial arts and what goes into the training behind that, could you give us a little bit of background into what martial arts is and what drew you to that?
Yeah, that's a great question, because there is a common misconception for a lot of people when they come in for the first time. They believe that martial arts, you know, the first question is like, am I going to have to fight right away, or, you know, something like that, that it's all about fighting and punching and kicking. It is, and we do teach self-defense, and that's the main focus of our program. But there's a big element of the martial arts that is really about developing your character, you know, especially for our younger students and our kids programs. You know, there's a large element about it, about teaching character development, things like focus and discipline, a lot of the things that parents and schools expect from students when they come in, but are not quite sure exactly how to instill those values or how to teach those things. We try to fill that gap, and also, you know, teach students to defend themselves, which hopefully gives them confidence to walk through the world with their head held high.
Matthew, at True Martial Arts, what types of programs and classes do you guys offer there for people that are interested in getting into martial arts?
We have a wide variety of different programs and classes for every age group. Our youngest students are ages 4 through 7. We have that program. It's called the Grasshoppers program. And it basically is like a pre-karate. It's very heavily weighted in teaching that character development skills to the kids, teaching them about focus and discipline, listening skills, and how to control their mind and their body. Obviously, they're learning self-defense as well, but we really try to focus in on that age group about physical fitness and the character development. As the kids graduate to the older age group, which is ages 7 and above, we have a wider variety of different options for them at that point. Body program, which is a very popular program, as well as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and kickboxing. So the kids can learn about a lot of different disciplines of the martial arts. And then we have adults programs as well. So for our adult students, teens and adults ages 15 and above, we have our Krav Maga program, which is an Israeli martial art that teaches self-defense. You know, it's more of a military style, more of like a law enforcement style type of martial arts training that goes along with the grappling that we teach in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and the basics. So, variety of different age groups, different disciplines that we teach here, and it's a really great true.
Matthew, you talked about some of those skills and character development that martial arts can give to your students. How does martial arts build character and bring those types of skills and characteristics into the classroom that you guys have there?
So there's a lot of different ways that martial arts impacts people, and it's definitely on an individual basis depending on why they've come in and what kind of goals they've set for themselves. But the first thing that I point to when people ask that question is goal setting. You know, we try to, at a very young age, teach our students about what goal setting is, how to set a goal, achieve that goal, set the next goal, achieve that one, and then that kind of becomes part of who they are and the way that they think. So our students get in the habit of, you know, setting goals for themselves, whether it be from a physical standpoint, building strength or coordination, balance, flexibility, things of that nature, but also goals, as a student in school, goals that they want to achieve at home. And as they kind of climb that ladder, and most people think about the martial arts, they know about a belt system, how everybody starts at white belt and they work their way towards becoming a black belt. And that's really just kind of a symbolism for goal setting, right? And there's lots of intermediate steps in between. I start as my white belt, I get my yellow belt, my orange belt, my green belt, and I climb the ladder. So as students train in martial arts for over a longer period of process, just becomes part of who they are. And it the discipline that's expected in class is a great outlet for students and a way for them to practice these skills that we're teaching them. And that confidence of knowing that they themselves takes them a long way in life. It's a different brand of confidence than they get on the football field or the basketball court. So yeah, I think that would be the first thing I would point to as far as what students get out of the program.
And Matthew, those students that you have in at True Martial Arts, how have you seen martial arts impact them, whether they are someone that has trained in the art of martial arts before or if they are a new student?
A wide variety of ways. We've had students that have gone on, our black belt students have gone on to be valedictorians of their classes, honor roll students. The skills that they build in the martial arts translate well to the types of skills that are expected at school. So our student, I think the martial arts really definitely helps students excel in school as well as at home. We've also had, have behavioral challenges that come in where the martial arts has been a really great skill building tool to help them deal with some of the challenges that they're having at home. We've had police officers come in and train that really want that confidence to know that they can handle themselves at their jobs. So we've had students come in and set goals for themselves about losing weight or fitness challenges them with. So really, no matter what get out of martial arts, there's a wide variety of things for your it's a
Matthew, as we wrap up, would you tell us how one can get involved with those classes and programs at True Martial Arts?
Sure, yeah. You were breaking up a little bit, but if you are interested in our programs, I would say visit our website at bloomfieldmartialarts.com. You can sign up there. We're offering a free trial right now, a 2-week free trial of our program where students can come in, try out all the different disciplines of martial arts, that we offer. Come in and no limit to the number of classes that you can take in 2 weeks and get to know us and get to know our facility, and we can get to know the student. And it's a really great way to get exposed to what the martial arts are about and kind of get a free test drive of the program.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Matthew. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.